Shut the fuck up. It's your boy. I forgot the name of my channel because it's been so long. And welcome to Warframe. I know it's a long time coming, but I have a big but. Let's continue. I am now home, so if you hear dogs barking and hear me like headbutt them, it's all cool. But today, we're gonna do what we always do. We gonna bitch. Let's start bitching, boys. Let's start bitching. So what we gonna? Well, first of all, I know what I'm gonna do. But the question is, what we gonna bitch about? Well, turns out loot boxes are under fire again. Only this time in America. Ooh. Now we already know in like Europe and Belgium that they already have their legislations around loot boxes and gambling. Like they think it's gambling and they're like, you get the fuck out of here. But see, American politics do things a little differently, right? We like doing the whole think of the children, the whole think of the children type thing. So, of course, if you want to pass a legislation,
operative. Set off the alarms and keep the infested.
Shut the fuck up. If you want to pass a law or regulation, you gotta be like, oh, the children.
The infested are releasing
and I think
toxic
that's what it's
spores
called.
into the area.
It's like called
Emergency life support I'm delivering is your only chance for survival.
I've
delivered a life capsule to the area. Activating it
again, I'm a little late to the party, but there's something to bitch about. So of course, they're gonna, you know, pass it, and I don't know. My opinion about loot boxes was my same opinion about the whole like age restriction thing. Like, apparently they're thinking about just getting boxes entirely. They're like, it's gambling, get it out of here, which I don't entirely think is the solution. I personally believe all they really need to do is just put it on the box of the game.
Life support incoming.
Be like, this game has gambling. Just put it there. You know, you don't need to get rid of it entirely. Just regulate it. That's what I always say. I'm not much of usually a fan of the government getting their hands on, you know, in the gaming industry. Because here's the overlining fact. I don't think legislators fully understand the playing field they're in. I mean, I don't think any of those senators ever pick up a game. So then he gets into the whole situation of, okay, we're going to need to set precedents. How do you set a precedent on a thing that you don't entirely understand? See, like media, like social media is one thing. Everyone's connected to social media nowadays. I genuinely believe if you're not connected to social media in one way or the other, you're probably not going to get ahead in life. That's my personal opinion. It's sad. I don't agree with it, but it's just sort of the situation we're in right now. Games, on the other hand, like,
get ready for a capsule.
I don't know. I don't think they entirely. Because, okay, what's considered loot boxes, right? The difference between loot boxes and, you know, gambling as you think of it as, like, high rollers sitting in Las Vegas, beating their dicks off and spending that money, is that, you know, the element of risk, like, gambling or loot boxes, well, I'm gonna call it gambling. In video games, like, you're going to get some return. I mean, yeah, you're putting in money, but you're going to get a return of some sort. And and you can also learn loot boxes, not even by buying loot boxes. So everyone knows most games that have loot boxes will forever, you know, lean towards people wanting to buy them and pay money for them. But I mean, in games like Overwatch, you don't entirely have to buy loot boxes. Just play the fucking game and you'll get the loot boxes. So is it considered gambling if you buy it? Or is it still gambling, period, even if you get it as a reward in the game? I mean, again, those are certain things they're gonna have to take into consideration. That you know, I'm going live. If you know, if you're going to make laws and legislations revolving around it. I mean, I'm not going to say I entirely know the process. Well, I mean, I entirely know the whole process around it, but I mean, I can understand that it's going to definitely be difficult.
I've delivered.
Then the question is, okay,
capsule.
if it's considered gambling and we make it illegal, so does that mean gambling period is illegal?
You've had it all, seen it all.
It's only gambling in video games.
There's always more.
Which is why I think it shouldn't entirely be illegal. It should be regulated because it's a form of monetization, and like all other forms of monetization,
Extraction
it has
is
to be
available
regulated.
if you need it. The raid is off to a successful start.
What do I know? I'm just an obese man sitting in his mom's basement playing Warframe because I have nothing else to aspire to. God, double godding, triple godding. So yeah, I don't like the government sticking their hands into my hobby. I don't think they entirely understand how to. They know how to pass laws in the craftiest way possible. I.e. calling it the child protection. Because if you want to pass a law nowadays, you gotta hit them with that. Oh, think of the children. Oh, what did I just do? And all that mumbo jumbo, which is a strategy old as politics itself.
Another life support
if it becomes illegal, if loot boxes become illegal, I mean, half of me would be like, we are getting rid of a cancerous part of this industry.
Life support activated.
But another part of me is like, am I okay with the government sticking their fucking hands in what I do when I get home? And they said anyone's like 18 years or under, which I guess it's okay. Like, I guess it's got to. I guess it's fine if 18 years or under is considered a child, which again is kind of stretching it. I do believe if you're under 18 years old, you should absolutely not have access to your parents' goddamn credit cards. Like, I'm not gonna tell you how to fucking treat your kids, but just don't fucking do it, bitch. But
that should keep you going for a while.
I only play the game. I'm only been playing games before games was even cool. I don't know anything. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So what else can we talk about? Oh yeah, let's talk about BioWare. Let's shit on BioWare and EA again because that is what the fuck's going on here. Okay. Because that is such an oversaturated argument that, like, Anthem as the game is not really that interesting. No one gives a shit about Anthem. What people care about is the bullshit surrounding Anthem. That's what's interesting. The game itself is not interesting anymore. But the bullshit surrounding, you know, the business practices and, you know, the game itself, the executive decisions, that is fucking interesting. Which is hilarious.
Life support activated.
Like, I think the only other time I've seen that, I probably already talked about this, was in Fallout 76. Which, no, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. We all know how much of it. I called it. I knew it was going to be a shit game. But nobody listened to me. Don't ever listen to me. Not even you. Not even. But yeah. People are saying, well, that it might have not actually have been EA's fault that Anthem went down, but then again, I say they definitely do have a hand in it because it's the unreal expectations, which I also believe that, of course, EA has a hand in all that, like what they expect from the game. And here's the thing with BioWare.
Life support has been
are
replenished.
Not entirely good at making
the longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
They're good at making just regular RPGs. You know, role-playing games. That's what they're good at. So when EA's like, oh, okay, you gotta make an online live service game where you only pay $30 when you pay full retail price of $60 and you only get 30% of the damn game, but then they incrementally add in the rest of the value over a span of a year, because apparently, you know, making a game and selling a game at its value is just, it's unthinkable. Like, no one wants to just make a game and sell a game. They want to sell a game as if it's not even a game, it's a service, which could work. I mean, I use Warframe as an example all the damn time. I mean, it isn't MMO, but I mean, you can roll. This game is interesting enough. It has an interesting enough story that you can definitely get into the story and roleplay into this game. And plus, it's free. I'm trying to do melee,
life support incoming.
So you don't just see me shoot purple shit at them. I'm failing because they're throwing my ass around, and I suck. That's besides the point. EA definitely put unreal expectations. Like they're expecting to sell 5 million copies within, I think, the first month and a half.
Additional life support has arrived.
Of the fucking, or a week and a half? No, I think it was a month and a half of the game's release. Or was it 50 million? See, now I have to. This is why I should script my shit. But I'm also, like, blind. So if I'm looking at this little note card, I'm sad and gay and confused. I think it was, like, somewhere around... they wanted to sell a lot of copies, an unfathomable amount of copies, in a short amount of time, is what I'm trying to say. And, of course, it did not reach that quota. So literally, no one's fucking surprised. It did not reach that quota, and now I know they've lost. The revenue dropped from like 500 million to now like 200 million.
Prepare for life support.
And of course, the shareholders are going to jump ship. See, I can keep
you
what the
for a
fuck
while.
I do. I can keep count of big numbers. I ain't autistic. Of course, the shareholders are jumping ship, and hopefully this would be a wake-up call. See, here's the only thing Bioware has left is the new Dragon Age. That is
Another
literally, as far as I'm
capsule is
concerned,
now
their only shot at getting back. If they fuck that up,
keep you going for a while.
I genuinely believe Bioware is just gonna fucking die. They're just gonna fucking yeet. And there's nothing we can do about it. Oh my god, I'm trying to be a melee bitch, but it ain't working. But we all know the stuff revolving around the new Dragon Age about how they're gonna, I guess, add real-world politics into it. It's gonna quote-unquote become a political game, which, Jesus, adding current year politics in a game that has absolutely nothing to do with current year.
Get ready for it.
Yeah. I genuinely do feel like that will not do. But I digress.
We will all share in this bounty.
And we all know
Hold
why
out
fucking
as you can.
They failed. Anthem failed on so many levels that you don't even have to entirely understand the business model
I've delivered
of
another
game companies
capsule
to understand why. Now let's roll on out of here so I can die. Well, I'm killing a lot of people. Let's kill a couple more people while we're at it. Like, you really don't need to understand, the climate of the business. I mean, the numbers speak for their fucking self. Losing damn near $30 million because of a flop. The numbers speak for their fucking self. People say, oh, you're not qualified to talk about this. I'm like, I'm just saying what one. I called this. I knew Anthem was gonna flop, but I guess Anthem in itself wasn't entirely a bad game. It's just I fucking hate EA.
Transference still holding.
With a blazing fucking shut the fuck up, mate. With a blazing passion. And of course there's features of the game that were obviously like, why isn't this in here? Do you not think you should add this? I mean, this is the basic fucking premises of an RPG, an MMORPG are missing. And you can make a very compelling MMORPG. I mean, for Christ's sake, Warframe is one of them in my opinion. There's this game called World of Tanks, and God only knows why that game exists. But it exists. What else am I gonna do while I'm sitting here bitching at y'all? Oh, fuck you. Don't want to do that. I probably just went off on a tangent and completely forgot everything I was about to say. Oh, no, I didn't. Like, it's not hard. Well, I mean, it is hard, but what they should have done was look at, what people wanted in other RPGs, MMORPGs. And then they should have just been like, yeah, let's do kind of that, only make it different. Because here's the thing, there's news that the developers didn't even know what type of fucking game they were supposed to make until they seen the E3 fucking trailer, and then they were like, Oh yeah, that's that. Oh, we're supposed to be making that type of game. Oh.
The enemy is fast up.
Anthem.
You must
it wasn't
defend
even
our
supposed to be
equipment
called
until
Anthem,
reinforcements
according to
arrive.
some people said. It wasn't even supposed to be
Fishers,
called
you need them to open
Anthem.
the relic. Are you confident you can withstand their fury?
It wasn't even supposed to be called Anthem.
Crude and dangerous.
Shut the fuck up, me.
Just like the grenade.
Which is right there.
Look out for
tells
reactants.
me that Anthem has failed on more than one level. To literally no one's surprise. Again, I called it. And of course EA's never gonna go down. I mean, I'm literally just standing here getting shot at. Yeah, EA's not gonna go down. All they're gonna do is acquire another company, and they're gonna bleed that company dry. Like people call them Unicronic Arts.
Look for more reactant.
For a reason. They just gobble up companies, devour them, strip them bare, then yeet them out the ass. And obviously BioWare isn't the BioWare it used to be. I played what BioWare used to be.
Attack us, and we'll counter.
But yeah. But yeah. But yeah, I definitely think the new Dragon Ages BioWare's only hope. I mean, Inquisition was... I guess Inquisition was okay. For me, it's like... There are parts that sort of, you know, dragged on. Like, the story was compelling enough, but then you had to do this whole grind and running around areas, which kind of took me out. I played it again. I only got to like... It's been so long when I played it. I played it back on the Xbox 360. I should have probably... I have the disc, the Xbox 360 disc. I should have probably played, downloaded it here on my Xbox One. Then I'd probably still be playing it. But now I have to find the Xbox 360 I played it on, find my Xbox 360 flash drives, which is God knows where they are. Let me just give you the HIV, and you can give everyone else the HIVs. There we go. Yeah, after a while, Inquisition has just sort of gotten old. I think even when I played it the first time, I do believe it was a good fucking game. I think that was mainly me trying to justify paying money for it, because that's what you do. You justify paying the expense for the game, and you just sort of play it just to play it. But then when you look back on said game, you're like, huh, you know, looking back, this game is definitely definitely has some fucking problems. But again, I digress. I forgot what else to bitch about. For a while since I uploaded anything on YouTube.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
So, again, EA is still shit, obviously. BioWare is going down. obviously. Loot boxes are fucking gay. I don't know. I've been looking back on. I've been watching all the Starship Troopers movies. I know I'm completely going off on a tangent. Like completely. It's been a while. I never script these episodes because I'm lazy, sad. But I love the first Starship Troopers. Absolutely loved it. Again, the movies have absolutely nothing to do with the books. Because I've read the books, and who was the producer? I know the producer of Starship Troopers played in the movies. He was that like teacher guy with stub arms, and the movie just didn't really do it justice on
Reinforcements available.
portraying
Do you
that
choose
character
to leave
and his
now
political
or continue
views.
fighting?
Like, it really did not do it justice. Because people are like, oh, nope, he's a fascist. But I'm like, not entirely. He believed that citizenship was supposed to be earned. And the government system of that Starship Trooper movie, of Planet Earth, like, I'm gonna get on out of here. One, they will avoid wars at all costs. Oh god, peer pressure. Fine, I guess I'll play. See, you'll fall to peer pressure. The government system of Starship Troopers, they will avoid wars at all fucking possible. Period. They will have quarantine zones. They
Continue
will
to
be
defend.
like, okay, y'all
You
are
will
not
be
supposed to go
rewarded
here
for
because
your
here's the bad
bravery.
guys. But when they got into war, they believe that the best war is a quick one. They will nuke the absolute hell. It's like, oh no, there's an insurgency, nuke them all. Just nuke them. Because they agreed that, okay, the fastest way to peace is to end the war as soon as possible. First, we're just going to stop. We're going to try avoiding the war, but when we go into war, that is the end. That is just, we're just going to end the enemy.
You are going to need more reactors.
Just period.
Want to open that relic?
Just absolutely end the enemy. And I'm like, hey, I mean, I guess that works. Actually, it most definitely does work. Actually, it absolutely does work. Because here's the whole, because we here in current year have the whole mindset that, oh, we don't want to be mean to the insurgents. We don't want to be mean to the people terrorizing us. We don't want to seem like hate breeds more hate. When in the world of Starship Troopers, they're like, oh hey, a rebellion. Nuke the fuck out of them. Because the sooner we end this war, the better. The only good war is a quick war. Like, we tried the whole, in real life, we tried the whole, oh, no, please, we don't want to be mean to them. And where has that gotten us? That shit did not work in Iraq. That shit did not work in Afghanistan. That shit did not work in fucking Vietnam. So, what do? And you get to the ball where you're just like, oh no, we just gotta end the war. Again, I'm pretty much through the whole bitching game. Now I'm just trying to find something to talk about because I'm autistic with that. But why did I? That's besides the point. That's most definitely besides the point. So what else can we talk about? We could talk about Because I've seen the Marvel Avengers Endgame, and I'm gonna try talking about it without spoiling anything. Well, it's been a while since I've actually gotten a Marvel movie, because I think, in my personal opinion, it's the villains that make the movie more than any hero, because the hero's gonna do what they do. Actually, I probably already. You know, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save that for another video. Another video. Because we're gonna bitch about more games. Hell yeah, let's bitch about more games. Games such as Destiny. Destiny 1.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish the mission to find out what's inside.
When I played it, I enjoyed it as I played it. Again, to justify buying the damn game. But then it just sort of... Destiny 1 just sort of ends to me. It ends on just sort of a dumb, like... It just... I couldn't follow. You couldn't follow the story. Didn't know where the fuck you were, and you just sort of ends, and you're just like, it was obviously supposed to be a multiplayer game. Like, if I could describe the first Destiny, it was obviously supposed to be a multiplayer game. It had a story, just to meet a quota, in my opinion. But after that, forget about it. People are just gonna only play for the multiplayer. You know, people like me who actually want to play a decent game, like, I personally believe the multiplayer is secondary to actually making a good, compelling single-player story. I understand multiplayer is where they retain the majority of their value. But that being said, yeah, and all this new stuff like raids and stuff, I couldn't be fucked with Destiny 1 to do like any of its DLCs and stuff. I really just couldn't be bothered. Like, the minute I got through with the crappy main story, and I'm probably not the best to talk about Destiny, because at least the first one, because I put so little into it, I just sort of fell off. Destiny 2, in my opinion, sucked. It was literally Destiny 1.5 Cobalt Edition. Because again, you don't understand what's going on. You're thrown into this situation, and oh hey, we're getting yeeted by Cobalt. The E3 trailer of Destiny 2 actually looked good. But like all E3 trailers, they're over-romanticized. Again, with Destiny, it was hella over-romanticized to all hell. Like, like, you looked at the... comparing the E3 trailer to what you actually play, and you'll be like, am I playing a completely different game? But back on Destiny 2, we can talk shit about Anthem all day. But back to Destiny 2. Again, I'm probably not the best person to talk about it, because I haven't put anything into the game. I guess I'll roll on out here. But it's just...
Very impressive.
I hated it. I hated Destiny 2. I didn't care about it. It's just sort of it was a flop to me. And I know people are going to say, "Oh, well, it's better now. That has so much stuff to it. It's better." The whole For Honor argument. But I don't buy that. If I pay $60 for a damn game, I want $60 worth of game, not $30 worth of game. Like, and yeah, and people say raids are the best part of it, but to be honest, I mainly just play games for the story. I guess I'll yeet on out of here. Apparently, I had no idea the people in the party could hear me, which made this completely awkward, but I digress. See y'all. Yeah, someone was messaging me, be like, oh, hey, your opinions on Destiny 2. And it's like, again, I usually try having opinions on games I've actually put a good amount of time into. Like, hey, here, Destiny. Oh yeah, this is my new pet. I'm not really going to mature it for battle. It's mainly here for my own. Because it looks like, fucking look at her. You gonna, there you are. She looks fucking cute, look at her! She looks fucking cute. Oh god, now I'm probably going to have to walk over here and take my actual goddamn dog out. Oh, come on. Bentley, y'all probably don't give a shit.
Operator,
about my dog.
are you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
So yeah, my to recap, EA sucks. BioWare's going to die. Anthem sucks. The new Dragon Age is literally the only hope they have left. I didn't know the people in the party could hear me. Because I thought people knew that their mics were on. They just didn't care. No. It doesn't show when you're talking. Yeah, if there's any way I can fix this, I'm gonna try that. Chat. Trade chat. Is it chat? Audio. Enable transmission, reverb, radio chatter. No. Enable voice. Is that my voice? Or is that like the mic? Operator voice. Yeah, I don't think people can hear me now. Now, I did not know they could hear me. That made this whole thing even more awkward. But I digress again. It's been fun. Your boy THICC Future. Oh yeah, I got more Warframes. Let me flex on y'all even more. Even though y'all probably don't care, because Warframe is. I think there's a pretty decent fan base for Warframe. I'm proud, like dedicated fan base, and I'm obviously one of them now. So I'm just gonna give you a quick little recap. Zephyr, I don't know about her. It's you can't really sell made Warframes. You can sell Warframe parts for platinum, but you can't do anything with the made Warframes except sell them for credits, which is stupid. You can sell the parts before they're made in the blueprints, but you can't sell them after they're made. They're just sort of there, which again is dumb, except for credits. Like, of all the time it takes to make a prime, and this is probably again stuff y'all don't care about, but I'm still in bitch mode. Of all the time it takes to get these primes, like, and then you get them made, like, if I sell, like, look, I'm gonna fucking show you how much Zephyr Prime will sell for in credits. 25,000. Which is shit. See, I have like that much because I do a lot of fucking crafting. Like, Jesus Christ, I do a lot of crafting. There's shit already made that I can't claim, because the only way I can claim them is to buy slots. And the only slots I really buy with actual money are Warframe slots. Like, I don't waste my money on... Like, I mainly rank up weapons and then sell them. So yeah, back to me flexing on y'all just to fill in time that I can't do it naturally. Zephyr, okay, she only has 1 or 2 abilities I actually use that are decent. Saren Prime, she thick. She's my second favorite. Yes, she's my second favorite Warframe because she thick. I mean, you can't really see. Here's a regular version. You can see the thickness of that ass with her, kind of. You should be able. You should get rid of this. Like look at that. You get rid of this on her. Get rid of all this on her. Then she'd be good. She'd be properly thick. My boy Revenant, I just got him. I actually kind of like his playstyle, though he's not really on any of my. He's okay. I like his last ability, and I think his first one, because it's good for, you know, the last one's good for just yeeting across, like ballerina style across the field, yeeting enemies. I said yeet twice to mean 2 completely different things. But that's besides the point. Yeah, but he's fine. I don't really think about getting rid of any of these Warframes because I'm a collector. Nidus, he's a sick boy. He's my sick boy. He has that big old disgusting cyst because I usually keep him with the cyst because he doesn't give a shit. He's fucking Nidus, for Christ's sakes. He's all health. Yeah, there's one mod that's health regeneration in this entire damn game called Rejuvenation, but they've given him a health regeneration as like sort of a passive. Not even a passive. I think he just has it because, of course, and I like all his abilities because the first 2 takes energy, the other 2 take stacks. Use the first ability to attack enemies and get stacks. Use the second ability to get enemies together, then you can use the first one on them all, then to get the stack. Okay, I'm not gonna really. Y'all can look at this shit up. Mirage, I like her first and fourth ability, but I do like her ass too. Like, damn. I wish you could just like zoom in on that ass, but you can't unless she's crouching. Then her disco fucking ball ability, last ability that yeets enemies. Good for small quarter fights. Mesa, again, she has them assless chaps. Like, look at that. Oh! She has her exalted weapons, which are those regulator primes, which literally whip out of her arms. It's pretty much like a... Because you have your primary, secondary, and your fucking melee. She's pretty much a 4th weapon. So yeah, she's pretty thick. Some of her abilities are kind of sucky. But meh. My boy Uranus. I don't like the Warframe, but I do like his abilities and how they complement his playstyle. Again, he's an all... Because Mesa isn't entirely a defensive Warframe, but he's all health. I think I have 4k health on his ass because of the mods. I didn't really slap that much mods. Yeah, 4,000 health, and all of his abilities give him health. Well, I mean, there's one ability that takes away health just to make him stronger, but then you can yeet all that shit back at him. You know, this is Warframe review, so I don't like him as a Warframe, but he's pretty cool with his abilities. My boy, Hydroid Prime. Now, I'm gonna tell you why I like this boy, because he's tentacle hentai boy. He has tentacles coming out of everywhere. No, I might actually showcase him. Where's his weapon I use for him? Glaceon, yes. He is Tentacle Hentai Boy, and I'll probably have to show you later because I'm running out of time. But that's besides the point. He's my third favorite Warframe because he's Tentacle Hentai Boy. And let's move on. Hildren. Now this is my first favorite hentai. First favorite Warframe out of all of them. When she gets a Prime version, oh, I'ma come back to Warframe and get it. Like, Jesus, guys, get your minds out the damn gutter for once in your lives. She has a thick shield. She doesn't really have that much health, like on that 495 health, but 3,555 shield is pretty good. Plus the over shields that, you know, my fucking Taxon gives her. Pretty good. And all her abilities use shield. Like, for all the other Warframes, their abilities use energy, I guess with the exception of Nidus, and I think there's another Warframe whose some of her abilities don't entirely use energy. They have like other stacks that they use that they consume for them, but all her abilities use shield, which makes her fucking amazing. And she gets this Balefile Charger, which is technically a fourth weapon when you activate it. It replaces your secondary, but it's also an ability. So above having these beefy fucking mods, any mod you put on the Warframe itself that buffs abilities also work. Like that Balefire thing, like for any of y'all who knows the Wolf of Saturn, like I can 1v1 him with Hildren simply because her Balefire shits actually do a lot of damn damage. So she good. Garuda. Now I had to. It shows she has assist, but I think the game's glitched, or I can't get rid of it. Like, let's see, because if I can, oh, I can. I think there's a certain stage. Let me jump into the fucking hentai room here and get this shit removed.
Operator, no!
Poke.
Have you lost your mind?
Boy, shut the fuck up. Yes, I've lost my mind. Garuda is Gaguda. Shut the hell up, you fucking cis-looking ass motherfucker. Garuda is Guda because all of her abilities are good. Her first one, when she attacks enemies, like there's a little number that appears overhead. Then whenever she keeps doing that, the number will get bigger. The bigger that number is, the more damage, like the secondary type of the first ability is when you hold it down and you literally throw the enemy's blood right at them, which reminds me of an anime. Well, I mean, kind of. Dead Man's Wonderland. Only you're not really using your enemy's blood, you're using your own in that one. But then her second ability, like she can yeet an enemy on a blood altar and steal health from them, like, or any of her allies can do that. But and yeah, you can just get passive regeneration with her ability. Her third ability can give her energy at the expense of her health. It's called bloodletting. Now that's interesting because her passive is the less health she has, the more damage she does in melee. Which, if you unequipped like a melee weapon, her talons will come out as her. I guess, secondary melee weapon if you don't have a melee weapon. But her fourth ability is interesting because the longer you hold it down, it'll shoot like these. It's called these talons, and it will like fuck enemies. It doesn't do as much damage as it should, but it's cool. Fuck dick, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. My boy Excalibur Umbra. I don't like him. But, well, I say that. It's like, further down in the road, you can get your operator mode, which gets you out of your Warframe, and you can do other things with it. But, when you go into operator mode with this Warframe, the Warframe will actually act on its own. And I did not realize that. So I played the Derelict once, and I was about to get yeeted, so I got going to operator mode because I was bitching out. And this motherfucker started moving on his own, and I thought that was a glitch, because he done killed everybody. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck just happened? Like, none of the fuck? But no, that he definitely uses his abilities, all on his own, everything. It was amazing. I didn't know that. I was about to get rid of Excalibur Umbra, which I don't think you can, because despite him taking up a Warframe slot, and he does take up a slot, even though you get him in the main menu. I looked it up. Like, you can't really get rid of him, and nor does he really show up in that place. I like his Exalted Blade, it's pretty good. His abilities are awesome-ish. I don't usually use the first one. Second and third one are cool. His Exalted Blade is killer. And yeah. Equinox Prime, I don't know. Her night form is the best because it kills a lot of enemies. I guess if you want to be a support, her day form is okay. But she ain't thick. Like, she's not thick. She's just sort of there. Meh. Ember, the first other Warframe I've gotten. I don't know why I don't have her Prime version, but that's probably about to change in a little bit. Like all of her abilities, she is the Death Ball. Her World on Fire ability is probably the biggest Death Ball. I guess she's the second best to Saren in her Prime version, in my opinion. I could be wrong because I'm not really the best versed in this. Her other abilities are actually pretty good too. Chroma Prime. Now, I feel like I should like him, but I don't. Some of his abilities are kind of dumb. What they need to do for Chroma Prime, because his fourth ability is a sustained one, which means the longer it stays on, the more it drains energy at a passive rate to keep it going. He just summons like a big old flying dragon thing to yeet enemies. I'm totally not get dogs in right now. Jackie, where are you? You fucking fat retard. I'm just kidding. He just slip out his damn collar. That's besides the point. Shut the hell up. Oh, Jackie's already goddamn in here. But that's besides the point. To make Chroma better, in my opinion, they need to make his second and third ability also sustained. Because they're not sustained. They're okay abilities. Like the fourth one, third one is every time he takes shield damage, he gains armor. And why am I thinking? I can just click on the motherfucker, go to abilities. Yeah, Vex armor, shields are hit. He gains armor stronger when health takes damage. He gets weapon damage. They need to make that a sustained ability. But I think there needs to be a cap to how much armor he gets, how much damage he can do. It needs to be a pretty fucking high cap, but I think if they just slap that cap on there, it'll be good. Second ability, depending on Chroma's elemental augment, An offensive area of effect is created. Chroma and his nearby allies are imbued with defensive energy. Again, that needs to be a sustain. It's not. It has a duration of 31 seconds. For as much initial energy as it costs, which of course you can give him more energy, I think it's not worth it. I never use it except just in short bursts. Spectral Scream, again, it is sustained, but it's kind of sucks. Like I think because it looks pussy. Like when you shoot the Ignis Wraith, just a whole wall of flames go towards the enemy. But when you use this ability, it's just like he's shooting out of a freaking water gun, whatever element, at them, and I don't like it. I think they should do Chroma better than that. I know people are probably going to disagree with me, but I mean, we live in an age where like some Warframes are objectively better than others for no fault of their the ones that are not better's own. It's just there's just better Warframes out there. I know I'm probably bitching some more, but it's been fun. I need to poo.